Howdy vets, Sergeant Jones here. I'm going to continue my rant and rave or whatever you want to call it from earlier from the Dallas VA. That was a Thursday night. Here it is Friday, and I'm trying to forget about all that BS stuff. But yeah, you know, if you go in the emergency room, they got the regular one for just, you know, cuts and bruises or, stuff like physical. Then they got another side where they got the mental health area. They'll put you in a little closed off room, and that almost happened to me a while back. But this, anyway, I got out of it, But they, if you say something about maybe being suicidal, they might put you in that room and want you to change clothes, and you might get a 72-hour hold on you. But anyways, I was there and about hearing voices or whatever. I don't know. It's this tinnitus, vertigo bullshit. Seems like they can never figure out what's wrong with you. They'll tell you ain't nothing's wrong with you, or you don't have this or that, but they never tell you what you do have. They just oh well, here's some medicine and get out of here or whatever. And they really don't want you at the ER if you ain't dying or whatever, basically, if you ain't got a gunshot or a heart attack, they don't want to see you there. But, I got some sorry, I hate to say it, I got just some sorry primary care doctors that just don't want to do nothing. So there's nothing in between when you're trying to get, find out, diagnosis what you got, or, get some treatment for it. There's nothing in between. It's either the primary or the ER. So maybe someday they'll improve it. But anyways, yeah, there was this police that came in, had a guy in handcuffs and put him in the room. And so he's telling the nurses that that dude's sister, I guess she was going to bring him up to the VA, and he figured it out when they were driving down the road, and he jumped out of her car. She was going like 20 miles an hour, and I don't know if he got, scrapes or whatever, or was able to jump out and keep running, or how that all worked out. But anyways, the police had to track him down, and he was in some neighbor's yard and didn't know what had happened or where he was. And so yeah, they were in there, and then the regular VA police came and patted him down, and they stuck him in there. I don't know, like if he volunteered or if he was going to, be forced to involuntary 72-hour hold. But yeah, it was kind of wild, seeing that happen. And I almost wanted to say, well, I did. Yeah, he came out. He wasn't supposed to come out of this room, and he sat down next to me and shake my hand. But anyway, I was thinking about it, but I didn't want to say it out loud. I was like, hey man, if I knew they were going to bring me up here or whatever, I would jump out of the car too, man. It's like, fuck that, especially, under the situation or whatever. But hopefully, he'll get some help, and, I don't know. You don't know what, when somebody loses their mind or goes crazy or whatever, I guess, that's in the same realm. They don't know if you're going to be suicidal or homicidal, or they just gotta go through all their procedures and protocols and stuff. And but yeah, I worry about that sometimes, man. It's like, man, you got people getting the road rage or whatever, and domestic violence and stuff. It's like, when is that trigger going to happen, and you're not going to be able to shut it off. Your anger and all that's going to take over. And I always worry about that. And then you got getting older with dementia and Alzheimer's and stuff. It's like, damn, man, I don't want to lose my mind, man. That's probably that's worse than being like a handicap in a wheelchair. It's like you lose your mobility, but as long as you still have your mind. But man, you lose your mind, what the hell, you're like somebody else. It's I don't know. But hey, y'all stay safe out there, and we'll tell you next time. TGIF. Like, subscribe, comment below what your experiences has been with being in the VA.